it is Wednesday. It is Hump Day here at the Bollocks this evening, and we got some great guests. They got a wonderful event coming up as our guest. Amanda, you're here with us on the Bollocks again.
I know.
And we got Aiden in there pushing all the buttons.
Welcome, Aiden.
Being the producer, producer. As Blake is still playing in caves in Ireland.
Yes, he is. Are we allowed to call him the director, producer, director?
We can right now because he is this week.
Right. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Blake gets touchy.
Blake might. Blake's feelings might be a little hurt, but you know, we're not. I don't know if we're translated in Ireland.
Okay.
So,
yeah. That's a hard translation.
Yeah, that's a hard translation because they use words we can't use on this station.
Facts.
Yeah.
Although that's one of them.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, this is the most common word they use is bollocks over there.
Probably.
All right, but we got to pay some bills, and we're talking about the wonderful people here in the Bozard Ford studio.
Yep.
And Bozard Ford Lincoln in St. Augustine. Their goal is to make sure your time and experience buying a car is stress-free, fun, and enjoyable. Bozard is a family-owned Ford dealership that has been in business since 1949. Bozard Ford Lincoln has been the recipient of numerous dealer awards, including being ranked #1 automotive dealership in the nation by Dealer Rater. Bozard Ford also has won back-to-back President's Awards, which is the highest honor given by Ford Motor Company. Check them out today online at bozardford.com.
All right. Solar Stick, established in 2006. Solar Stick is a local portable power company proudly committed to American manufacturing, constant innovation, and creating jobs right here in St. Augustine, Florida. Solar Stick's focus on providing solutions for self-sufficiency helps users all over the world complete missions and save lives. Solar Stick, changing lives, saving lives, and reviving American manufacturing.
All right, we got to talk about the guys that keep me out of trouble. And this, of course, is Hebert Kresge and Associates, CPAs. For trusted financial guidance with a personal touch, turn to Hebert Kresge and Associates, CPAs, serving St. Augustine since 1989. With over 125 years of combined service, their team offers expert services in tax planning, estate and trust work, business valuations, payroll, and more. Whether you're starting a business or planning for the future, they deliver smart, customized solutions that grow with you. Call today at 904-460-0747 or visit HebertKresgeCPA.com. Hebert Kresge and Associates, where your success is their mission.
Woohoo! When your comfort's on the line, trust Powell Heating and Air Conditioning, serving St. Augustine 24/7, 365 days a year with no overtime fees. From expert AC installation and emergency repairs to duct cleaning and routine maintenance, Powell's skilled team and fully stocked 15,000 square foot warehouse are always ready. They serve all brands and offer flat rate pricing you can count on. Call 904-794-2665. That's 794-COOL. Or book online today. Powell Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their promise.
Yeah. They'll clean your ducks, but not your chickens. So just so you know.
Not going to make that mistake again.
Yeah. Whew. Yeah, that's expensive. Not part of the plan. All right, we have other sponsors we have to give shout-outs to. We have Meehan's Irish Pub, 80 Davis Construction, Land Title of America, Kaiser's Deli and Market, St. Augustine Distillery, and A to Z Roofing, Anastasia Diner, Moultrie Creek Diner, Mr. Electric, Brightway Insurance, St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum, the St. and Anastasia Construction Group. Woo!
That's a long list.
That is a wonderful list, and we have a new sponsor coming on next month, and that is Facial Rejuvenation Center
I need that.
in St. Augustine. Yeah, when I told Rebecca about it, she's like, can we just do that one in trade? So, I was like, well, only half my face actually is out there.
It's not all about you, man.
Hello. I believe it is. All right, but we do have an amazing group in here.
We do.
And it is Unity Pink Ride, but you guys raise money for breast cancer and do it. How long have you, and I have Sherry Turner and Peggy Jones in here. How long have you guys been doing this? Peggy, I'm going to start with, I'm sorry, Sherry, I'm going to start with you. How did this ride come to be? Because I think that's the important part of the story. You know, because I think that's where we need to start with this, because we need to know why we're doing this ride.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously for breast cancer and how important it is, but I want the personal story that comes along with it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, it's important. It's important so people can understand
Where your heart's at.
where it's coming from, and why this is so important to everybody in this community.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for having us, and thanks for giving us the opportunity to. It's always great to be able to talk about my daughter Jadine.
Mhm.
It's not always easy, but she was 31, and we found that she had breast cancer, and she was a very healthy young woman,
Mhm.
and she was also pregnant,
Mm.
and it was a very hormone receptive type breast cancer, and it just went like wildfire. And with that, we lost them both.
Mhm.
And we said, because insurance will not pay for a woman to have a mammogram until she's 40.
Oh wow.
So we said, well, if this has happened to us, it could happen to other families. And our whole family was totally devastated at this loss. I mean, within 4 months from the diagnosis, thank you. The diagnosis till we lost her. I mean, that's a fast time.
So
Yes.
So we said, what can we do to prevent this from happening to any other families? So Peggy and I we cut ribbons and we passed them out in the grocery store. We stopped people on the streets. Have you had your mammogram? Go get your mammogram. And so then people said, well, how do I pay for that? And we were like, I don't know, but we'll figure something out.
We're gonna get this done.
So we had bake sales. Peggy's a baker. This girl baked. And we were out in front of Big Lots for almost 2 years, almost every Saturday. And Peggy says, I can't bake anymore.
yeah, I bet. That's a long time.
Yes.
So we came up with doing a motorcycle ride, and that would get the whole community involved, and it would bring in more money than, although her cookies and cakes are worth $1 million.
Well, if I have you guys back in, and you guys brought us amazing shirts and bags and stuff like that, and they're absolutely beautiful. But cookies are good too, Peggy.
Okay.
Cookies are good too. But I mean, I needed everyone to understand where the
Yes.
heart came from, and why this is so important to you, beautiful ladies. And so you came up with this, and it's mostly for people for mammograms, correct?
For mammograms.
Getting those things done.
And I have to tell you right now, this lady right here, she's my little sister, but she was the driving force. I was a mess. So
Well,
but
right.
we worked together, and Mama said we had to.
Sometimes she has to listen to me.
Yeah.
Yes. So we came up with a motorcycle ride. This will be our 16th year with the motorcycle ride.
Yeah.
And we've had such incredible support from our community, and we support our community. And it's not just mammograms for women. Men get breast cancer too. And
We've assisted 3 men with breast cancer. Well,
High school.
they had a lump underneath their nipple, and so they contacted us to get a mammogram, and so we paid for that. So 2 of the men, it was because they had taken an antibiotic, a certain antibiotic, and that was one of the side effects.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But one gentleman did have breast cancer and all. So we wish we had money to pay for their treatments, but we haven't got to that level yet, even after 16 years.
Well,
but
if they're getting their mammogram in a timely manner, you're saving them hundreds of thousands
Right.
of dollars on the
Right.
treatment
Absolutely.
and their lives.
That is our goal. We're all about awareness and prevention,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to assist them. But as Sherry said, we also cover transportation to and from,
Okay.
you know, their doctor's appointments, and we help pay for their medicine. You know, if they need that, help pay with their light bill. You know, any type of services, and we pay directly to the services. Nobody gets a check. Okay. And on that note, neither one of us get a check either.
Yeah, you guys.
So this is all volunteer work, but this is our baby. You know, we've birthed this, and even with the hurricane last year, we had 169 bikes plus passengers. So we had 20 vendors. We had 4 food trucks. So I mean, it's a great event. You know, to come out, because some people are like, I don't ride a motorcycle. You don't have to. Just come out to support breast cancer awareness and support us so that we can help the women and men in our community to get their mammograms. Now, the most important thing also is to make sure that they have a doctor, because a lot of women do not have a doctor, and they have to have a order in order to get their mammogram. But we have other agencies that we connect with, we partner with, so that way that can be taken care of also.
You had 169 last year, and there was a little bit of weather issue.
Yes.
What the year 1? Now that was this is year 16, or last year was year 16?
This is 16.
This is year 16. What was year 1? What was your number?
We had 89.
89.
Yeah.
So you've doubled in size.
Yes.
Do we have a goal for this year on where we're at with people with riders?
I would probably say it's probably about 250. I mean, our ultimate goal would really be like, I think the sheriff's office put a cap on it at 500.
Wow.
So it would be great if we could have 500, you know, riders. But we do know that October is a very busy month, you know. But anyhow, we just appreciate everyone that does come out. I mean, we have people from Ocala, we have people from Melbourne, Florida, I mean, Georgia, and they can sign up online. So they can pre-register online, and they can just go to our website. It's Unity Outreach, STAUG, that's SaintAug.org.
Aiden, I'm going to have you repeat that. And
Okay.
Aiden, if you can put that, if you're in
Here,
the
I got
comment. You got it in the comment?
Yep.
All right. So if you can repeat that, and
Oh, I got it. I got the paperwork.
oh, you already got it.
Yep.
Hey.
I'm working on it.
Amanda's
She's
putting it in.
good.
She's
Okay.
putting it in the comments there. So you get some amazing stories of survivors. Do the survivors that do the ride, do they get a different shirt, or do we have a something that
Yes.
that can designate where they're at? Because
Well,
it's
like mine, does this one say volunteer?
No.
This
No.
one doesn't.
no.
No.
But it says survivor on it.
Okay, it says survivor on it.
Yes.
Because people that have survived cancer, and I had a different type of cancer. I had malignant melanoma when I was 23, and again when I was 35. And that initial fear is a different fear. Amanda, I know you went through some medical issues last year that was very scary.
Yep.
It's just that initial fear of that diagnosis. And especially with breast cancer. And breast cancer is one that if you catch it early enough, it sounds like what your daughter had was very aggressive, but most of the time, if you catch it early enough,
Yes.
with
Exactly.
the mammograms, it's a huge success. How do you get these ladies? How does this outreach work to get to the ladies in time that aren't necessarily getting mammograms, and we can get that word out to them to say, hey, if you don't have the right insurance, come see us, or whatever it is. So
Well, we're plugged into some of the doctor's offices,
Mhm.
and with the different radiology groups, we deal with all of them.
Mhm.
And as long as they have a doctor's, they go see their
a
doctor
reference.
regular.
Yeah.
But we reach out as much as we can during the year,
Mhm.
all year long, to make people aware that yes, you need your mammogram, and if you can't afford it, we help. We have our pamphlets and a lot of doctors' offices. The little card that
The
that
rat
Peggy
card.
gave, the rat card.
Where'd I put it?
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
That's
And
not mine, but that's your
That'll
cheat
work.
sheet. That's your cheat sheet. Yeah.
but we have those out and about, and we've been doing this long enough that it gives us we get a lot of phone calls,
Yeah.
and we just try to get the word out as best we can. And I'm glad you brought up melanoma because they have now proven that there is a connection between melanoma and breast cancer.
Mm.
That if you have one, you have an increased possibility of developing the other, and it goes both ways.
Okay.
I don't think I was aware of that.
Yeah, I just found out about that in the last couple of years from a dermatologist.
I
So-
didn't know that because my mom had melanoma before I did, and then I was 23, and she had what looks like a nasty shark bite, and when you have melanoma, you don't do the chemo, you do the radiation, and so she's got like a nasty shark bite. Mine's on my back, so it looks like a bullet wound. They just keep
Which
cutting
is
it.
what he tells people about.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a way cooler story.
Yes, yes,
Way cooler
yeah.
story because I had a little mark here, and I was like, yeah, it went in here, and then it came out there.
I was climbing.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Sexier than
No,
a
I was-
deficiency of sunscreen.
I was breaking up a gang fight.
Okay.
You know, 100%.
I mean, I still was able to break it up after the shot. But my mom had it before I did, and then 2 years later, I got it, and she's been clean almost 40 years.
Wow.
And then I got it again at 35. Now, it didn't scare me too much at 23, but at 35, I had kids, and I had, and it was like,
Yeah.
okay, and I go every 6 months, like everybody who has any skin cancer issues needs to do that.
Yes.
But it was really that fear, and how do you get these young ladies to understand this is why you need to do this, is because that early, I mean, does it take a lot of negotiations, or is it for the most part, most of the people are very willing to go get checked?
Well, for me, I'm an old chick, and I still have the mama jeans there.
So you're like 38.
Yes, thank you so
Okay,
much.
yeah.
That I just, really get, sometimes Peggy says, a little more forceful, than what needs to be. They're listening,
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
but, yes, you have to go do this. Give me your phone number. I'm going to call you next
You're going to
week.
set it up. And,
Yeah.
make it happen. So
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
I'll walk you through the process, what you need, and the information you need. If you don't have a doctor, we can hook you up with one, so that no excuses.
Yeah.
No excuses. There is no reason that I can find acceptable to lose another young woman's life because she didn't want to go take her shirt off and get her boobs squeezed. This is kind of, we've all been on bad dates before.
Well,
You
this
know-
one's going to save your life.
This one, yes.
This one actually has a purpose.
Right. And if you get the call back, it's fine. If you don't get the call back, it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you guys have been doing this for 16 years.
Yes.
Peggy, what is one of the most rewarding stories you can tell us about throughout the 16 years that you've experienced that's kind of said, okay, because I mean, it's tough to do what you're doing. It's not
Right.
easy, but you got to have that little oomph to keep you going.
Yes.
What's that story you lean back on and go, okay, this is,
Well, I think I would say probably both of us. We were having a motorcycle ride. And it was an escorted ride. We were out at the St. Johns County Fairgrounds that year. And so one of the PSA supervisors, he came over, and so he asked us if we would help his wife, because he had used all of his PT time, with taking her back and forth, because she had breast cancer. And so we both looked at each other and were like, yes, we will be more than happy to help but not today. Give us a call on Monday and we will talk, because we're right in the middle of our ride,
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so Sherry did go out to the vehicle, and so he introduced her. Her name is Rosie. And so, so from there, they talked. We exchanged phone numbers. They did, and so then we was trying to figure out, because she lived here, but she was getting her treatment in Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah.
And so at the time, we were both working full-time jobs. Yes, we do that. This is our second full-time job, okay? And so anyhow, so we made a call. Sherry worked it out, and we called somebody that was transporting people to Jacksonville,
To the airports.
The shuttle service.
Oh, no, it wasn't
No,
shuttle.
Oh,
no,
wasn't it?
it was a private and, company.
Oh, okay.
And so anyhow, Sherry connected them all together, and we told him what we were doing, and of course we wanted a discount rate, whatever we could do.
Yeah.
When we told him what we were doing, we wanted to get a woman, so that way, women just kind of,
Comfortable,
So we told her, we're like, look, if for some reason, there's not a good connection here, people have different personalities, cliques. So I said, if it doesn't work out, just let us know. It's a man, but this is his information. He's going to come and pick you up and everything. Well, he went to her house in a black limousine, and he picked her up. And we had already given him prior instructions.
Yeah.
You make sure she gets into the radiation treatment, And when she comes out, you be there, because she's going to be sick.
Yeah.
She might be unstable. You need to assist her back into your vehicle.
Yeah.
We didn't know he was going to pick her up in a limousine. And make sure when you get her home, you make sure she gets inside, to the door at least, And so he picked her up in a limousine, and he waited for her the whole time. He sat outside and he waited on her. And on the way home, he had to pull over 3 times because she was throwing up from the treatment. And he got her home. And to this day, she is dynamic. She puts so much into Unity Outreach that it's just totally amazing. She has given back more to us than we could have ever paid for her to go to her last few months of treatment. Yeah. She's all 3 of us are best friends, but her and Sherry talk every morning.
Yeah.
And so she gives
And that
back.
came out of doing the ride. You
Yes.
didn't know her. You didn't know her prior to
Oh,
that
goodness,
day.
no,
That-
no.
That gentleman
No.
came over and he was like, "Listen, I'm in a kind of a jam," and that was probably hard for him to even ask.
Oh yes,
Because it's hard for people to sometimes
Well, she
do
was
that ask.
in such bad shape, he didn't want to leave her at home alone while he worked the ride.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
went with him and was sitting in the truck.
Yeah.
And that was,
She was supposed to be there that day.
yes.
yeah.
What a
Yes.
sweetheart on the driver
Yes.
to show up with a limo and to take care of her.
Oh,
Yes.
it was just, even now,
Yeah. Have you used him again? Or
Well, we have
that's a
a
great
company.
story. I mean, I'd
Yes.
love to shout out that company.
Yeah.
he did a few more rides for us, and then I think his company changed, and so that hasn't happened. But we haven't had a lot of calls.
Yeah.
Well, not for transportation, but we had one application. We have them. If someone contacts us, okay, the radiology department know who we are. We work really close with them. So when a woman comes in that has been sent to them to get their mammogram and they don't have money to pay for it, then the radiology department calls us. Okay. And I will go ahead and put in a plug for Radiology Associates because they're awesome. And they have like 7 facilities. Okay. So from like Ormond Beach or Port Orange
Up to
to
Orange Park.
and all. So at each location, the manager will contact us and say, we have a lady here. And we do free mammo days there also. And so they get the word out, would say, okay, we're going to have 15 women. We're going to pay for 20 women. And when you do that, we also have a contract that we sign with them that if there's additional testing, okay, that we will pay for that. And then they have to come back,
How much does an average mammogram?
It's almost $200.
Almost $200.
Yes.
Okay.
But when you start having to have a bilateral or you have to have a biopsy, then you're talking about $350. And that's Medicare cost.
Medicare cost. All right.
Yes. Yeah. But we have had women that we have worked with radiology associates and they have contacted women and they do not respond. And then they will call us and say, have you heard from her? Just trying to get her back in, And for some women don't want to face it. I don't know what the excuse is, but we do help the ones that we can help. And that's the main thing. And I know we have one lady just recently that we were working with her, and she was actually at the cancer. Cancer
specialist?
Yeah, of North Florida. And so we were working with them, and we lost contact with her. She wasn't returning our calls. Just whatever was going on. So we happened to call the office there, and the lady goes, "Oh, well, she's going to ring the bell today. She receives her last treatment." So what time? We'll be there. So we went over to the cancer center there off of, on Moultrie Road. And so we surprised her. She wasn't, we were surprised, but she was surprised because she didn't know we were going to be there. Yeah. And, but anyhow, that was Sherry's first experience of her ringing the bell of a breast cancer patient. Ringing the bell, and you're right, it is so emotional. And I mean, they have people lined up in the hall, coming by, and everybody's congratulating her, and she's just ringing the bell. And so, we kind of lost it that day. But she was so glad to see us because a lot of the women that we help, we don't really get to meet some of them. Yeah. I mean, we help them and we assist a lot of women, but we don't, necessarily meet every one of them. A lot of them do like to give back,
And see over here, my marketing brain over here, I'm going, if we can get people to buy a mammogram. And I was like, okay, what would we call that? Will we buy a boob?
There you go.
Hey, whatever it takes, we'll come up with something.
Yeah. To ring the bell.
Yes.
So, I could see people saying, hey, I don't have a whole lot, but I'll pay for one.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's,
Yeah.
And we would do it in monthly installments if that would make it easier.
So,
and they can always go to our website,
And donate.
and donate.
Yeah.
Whether it's $50 or
Or $5.
yeah. We don't turn anything down.
yeah, you could actually say, don't be a boob, buy a boob.
I like that.
So,
Don't be a boob, scan a boob.
scan a boob.
Oh, there you go. Okay, we got y'all on a roll now.
Do y'all have any free time? We could,
We're here all week.
All right. Now you guys do another event in the spring. If you're not a motorcycle person, you
Right.
also do a golf event.
Oh, yes.
And so tell me a little bit about that. I'm more of a golfer than a motorcycle guy. I'm scared. I grew up around the Daytona area. I'm scared to death of motorcycles.
Oh,
So,
well, you, Troy, would fit right in with us. And I think you might want to bring your, 904 podcast out to the event because as a group of people, they reached out to us and they said, it's called the Wide Open, okay, which is the woo, okay? I know you remember Ric Flair.
oh yeah.
Okay, that's where.
Be the man.
Woo! Yeah. Okay. So anyhow, these so they already have this organized. So they just contacted us and reached out and said, "Hey, would you accept a donation from us if doing this charity golf tournament?" And we're like, "Well, let's see. Yes."
If you're giving me something, yes.
All we do is we handle the registration for them, and we help with the silent auction. Okay, but we have a theme every year. They pick the theme, but we have had the pirates. We were pirates one year, so you have the golfers come dressed and costumed. Okay,
This man does love a costume.
I like
Yes.
a good costume.
He does.
so they even had the St. Augustine
Pirate ship down there.
pirate ship came out. Yeah, so out on.
Captain Mayhem there. And his whole
Yes,
crew.
yes, they came out, and so, but when you come out on the golf course, it's held at St. Augustine Shores Golf Course. Okay, we start at 10 o'clock in the morning. You get a hot dog, bag of chips, and a free beer. Okay, there. that
And it
starts,
goes downhill from there.
you don't
Usually
start.
does.
You don't start playing golf till like quarter till 12. It's about 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. They stop at 4, and then we do feed you. Well, there's food there. We'll just put it that way. There's food there. Okay? So if you want to eat, and then we have a silent auction. But in previous years, we did the 90s. We did Austin Powers one year.
Right on.
So we did the reggae and all. That was really cool. I don't know if we need to share what all we do. Anyhow,
We need to.
Do we
just
have
come
a sneak
out.
peek on the theme this year?
Not yet. We
Not
will be. John Campbell is
There you
actually in charge of that. So him and Jean Macedonia. So they are the coordinators of that. And also when they'll let us know, usually end of December or January, they'll let us know what the theme is, and then we'll get started with that. But as you could tell, we have a really good time. And we have the Woo girls that are actually certified nurses. They're RN nurses. And so if you come to one of the whole 10, I think it is, they have a 10 up,
Ninth hole, I think.
ninth hole.
Yeah.
They put a tent up. We have the Woo girls there. There's a couch out on the golf course, okay, with our sign, the Woo sign. So that way you can take a picture with the Woo girls.
Lovely.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's probably between knowing that golf course is probably between 9 and 10 because you transfer over. Because nine comes this way and then 10 goes that
Yeah.
way. So
Yeah, we're not golfers, so
Yeah.
I don't.
It's right over there. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
then
Over
it's-
yonder.
It's fairly close to the bar.
yeah.
Yes.
That's fitting.
Well, they actually have a little bar there.
Have a shot, get a picture.
yeah.
You got the putting green.
Yes.
Yeah, it's right there.
And we
Okay,
have
yeah,
these
I know exactly where that bar is at.
and we have these awesome sombreros.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I just went on a cruise, 2 years ago? Anyway, and so while I was over there in Mexico, I got these really pink, big, decorative sombreros. So, and then
And
we
there
have
are
just,
two of them. So
no,
two
we have
large
some,
round things.
yeah, we have, but we have straw ones too. So the
Okay.
guys don't want to wear those, the pink
Oh,
ones.
You
But
would.
anyway,
they better suck it up.
but you wear
Those
this,
aren't real men then.
yes. So
Real men wear pink.
you make a donation, you get a picture with the Woo girls.
Nice.
They'll check your breast. They do the self, they'll do
They
the
do the
exam
self exams
Okay.
for you. Wear a sombrero and put your ball in.
Right on.
We have another hole that you can pay $20 at the hole, and you can put the ball wherever you want. So
in the hole.
whatever you want to do, you pay the $20. You can put it wherever you want.
It's only weird if you make it weird.
Exactly. So, so this event's been going on for 16 years. Explain to me the route. Where do we start? Where does it end? And how does that? How long is it? In those things.
It's approximately a 70-mile ride. It's escorted by St. Johns County Sheriff's Office, and they call in deputies from other motor units from surrounding counties because that's a whole lot.
Mhm.
And we can tell you that it starts at Adamak Harley Davidson off of 16,
Mhm.
and that's where it ends up. They're usually gone about an hour and a half, but the officers make the route, and we don't know exactly what the route is going to be, but they usually go out by the river. They may do 12-mile Swamp Road. They have done A1A, but they know where construction is going on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
I
they-
see a lot of rides out on County Road 13.
It's a
'Cause
beautiful ride.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, it's just got a great hammock and everything. So I see it a lot of times that, you know, I see those rides going by there. I used to have a little condo out near the Tokoi.
I would really like to know where the route is so we can put signs out, you know, so people
Yeah.
can, along the way,
Yeah.
if you live there, if you're going to have to hear the noise, at least
Yeah.
come out and watch the
Yeah.
parade, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't always know in advance what that's going to be.
Mhm.
But it does start and end there at Adamac.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And it says you do accept three-wheelers in addition to biped motorcycles.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Are there ever any sidecars?
Yes.
I want to ride in a sidecar one day.
I don't think I've ever ridden in a
No,
sidecar.
I want to.
My husband just sold his. He had, well, he has, by my standards, he may have had more than a sufficient amount of motorcycles.
Get what you're saying?
Yeah.
He thought it was just fine.
Yes.
But,
Oh, you got to have, everybody's got to collect something. I collect hats. So probably motorcycles might be a little more costly and
you think?
tougher to
You think?
tougher to fit in the house
Yes.
because I'm
yes,
out of room
yeah.
with my hats. So,
Oh, yeah, there you go. But as far as the route goes, it's definitely a safe ride. It's very well controlled. The facility there at Adamac, from the time the bikers come in, there's signage, there's people there to direct them. You know, you come through this line and this is what we do. And they have been doing this for eons. So they've got it worked out too.
is it bad or does it just show my age that I call it Hollingsworth still? So
Yes.
No, honey, that shows that we're local.
okay, all right. I didn't know if that was a bad thing because when you said Adamac, I was like, oh, is that the old Hollingsworth? Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so-
yeah. And it's only because we've been working with them for so long. And yes, they do prefer to be called Adamac.
They do.
Yeah.
I imagine they do. So
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Thank you guys for doing this. And how long have you been? You guys, all 16 years you've been working with them, or
Well,
because you
no,
said you were
no.
you said you were at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, we've been at the fairgrounds. We've done it from a couple of churches.
We were at the mall.
The
that
old
is-
mall. We
We were-
did a couple of years at Flagler Hospital.
Yes.
Awesome.
But you've been at Adamac for how long now? you
Since
think?
they've been opened up. the
We were
last
their
six-
first ride.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We were their first event.
Very cool.
And so I don't know if they're the Hog Group, the Ancient City Hog Group. They love us and they support us. They are just awesome. I mean, because they handle all of the registration.
Oh, wonderful.
They don't take any money. Now we have to have our volunteers there to handle the money, but they have to sign a waiver. So Adamac wants to make sure that everybody signs a waiver. So they are there to make sure every rider signs, every volunteer, everybody has to sign the waiver. But we do have different stations set up. So if you're a vendor, you sign the waiver and fill out the application. Volunteering the same way, and with the riders are also the same. So, but they do an awesome job with directing them in, getting them parked. We do have VIP parking for our sponsors. A lot of our sponsors like to ride, so we have that, and I have a list here of just some of our local sponsors.
Yeah, and I'm
Give us a
reading.
shout
I'm reading the back of the shirt, and this is from 23, so I don't want to read
Yes.
the wrong one. But I got to give a shout
Yes,
out.
go
I
ahead.
got to give a shout out to the good Troy.
Oh
Yes,
So,
yes.
I'm the not so
Troy.
good Troy.
Oh.
But Troy Usina is the one who's like, Peggy better get her butt in there.
He's the one that actually contacted me.
Yeah.
But he was running the when he started sponsoring. Is that what it sponsor?
Yeah, partnership or sponsor.
Partnership. Yes, with you, he contacted us and he said for every shed, the handy house that he sells during the month of July, he was donating $100 to Unity Outreach.
Yep.
Right.
So he
That's why he's a good Troy.
yes, and he did. So he sent me a text and he goes, "Okay, we've sold 4." And that was like in the first week.
Yeah.
So to make a long story short, we received a check from him for $1,300.
Wow.
Awesome.
So it just goes to show you that, he's been advertising, with you guys, and it really has helped his business. And then in return, he gave to us, and so he sponsored us, supported us. So St. Augustine is really a good community. It's a very giving, loving, and partnering together. So
And when people ask, it's like, I always say St. Augustine's been very good to me. I mean, I got here in '87, and people think I grew up here.
yeah,
I'm rolled into that good old boy system, and people think I grew up here, and I'm like, no, I grew up in DeLand.
Yeah.
And I say it proudly. But St. Augustine's my home and always will be my home. 'Cause
Yes.
It's been so good to me. But let's give a shout out to the sponsors. You
Yes.
have the
Yes.
updated sponsors. I'm looking at this over here, and there's some wonderful people on here. But let's hear the updated list.
Oh, okay. Everything Cool. They're located there on US 1 North, and also they're off of Lewis Speedway.
Yeah, we
yeah.
drive past it on my commute.
Yeah,
here.
you need to stop in there. They have a little bit of everything.
Oh,
So,
Great place.
yeah. Moultrie Creek Rehab and Nursing. They've been with us for quite a few years now. Lisa Mack Music Production. She's our DJ. She comes out and handles everything. She's a breast cancer survivor also. She gives back to the community, not just with us, but with so many other community needs.
Lisa's working with us on the event on, I think it's the day after this.
Yeah.
At the SES auction. She's
Awesome.
going to be doing the sound at
Very
Trademark.
cool.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Yes. Yeah, she does a lot of that.
We're
Yeah.
guest auctioneers at that one.
Oh, are you?
I'm doing my research.
Okay. Okay, well, if we're not too tired, we might come down there, but I don't
Her
know.
main job is to make sure I don't fall off the stage. So,
Good to know.
Hey, yes,
Good to
that
know.
is
anytime they
good.
do a fundraiser at a bar, it's important.
Yeah,
It's important
Yes.
that you don't fall off the stage.
this is
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
100%.
but they keep it pretty good. They'll take care of you down
yeah.
there. So,
I'm clumsy and I can't hold my liquor. So
okay, you're
That's
going to have
not
to
a-
pace yourself,
yeah,
okay?
that's why I got him in.
Oh, okay. All right. Sonny's Barbecue out off of State Road 16.
Clay and Pam are
Oh, Clay and Pam are awesome. And
they've
they all,
been-
and they ride too.
Yeah.
And
they
they've
just
been
got
there
back from-
forever.
They just got back from Maine.
Yes.
They did
Yeah.
a beautiful ride in Maine.
Yeah.
Did all the pictures. And,
Yeah. So, and then we have Waller and Waller CPA to keep us out of trouble.
is that
But-
Richard?
Yes, Richard Waller.
Okay.
Yes.
Used to be a big volunteer at Little League.
He just retired, so so his son has it, Richard Waller III, but he's still in and out, I think, a little bit. But anyway, he's really good. And as we mentioned before, Radiology Associates, and of course the world famous Oasis. So, and it's really good because a lot of the sponsors, even though they sponsor us, they also give us things to put in the goodie bags for the bikers and all. So, and everybody likes free stuff,
Yeah.
And then we also have Don's Friends. They have a big run, so that's Jim Waldron, Service Pros USA. Want to give him a shout out. He does all of our T-shirts. He comes to our event and he handles the T-shirt table for us.
Very cool.
So actually, his wife Renee, and then his son Jimmy. So they come out. They're awesome people. So, and then our in kind, we have in kind on our T-shirts also. And
More money.
Hmm?
More money, Evans.
oh yeah, sorry, Evans Automotive. Yes,
Don't forget.
don't forget Evans Automotive. Yeah.
And the VFW Auxiliary here in
Yes.
town.
Yes. So, what I don't know what their number is, but anyhow, the VFW US
Yeah.
1 South. So, and then we have the Fraternal Order of Eagles. They are a really great sponsor, and we can talk about them a little bit. They actually have a golf tournament on October the 25th at the St. Augustine Shores Golf Course. And so they'll be handling that, but they donate half of their proceeds to Unity Outreach.
That's amazing.
So, but their auxiliary helps us. The actual area supports us, and then they have an Eagles Riders group. So they also donate and they participate in the ride. And the Freedom Affinity Riders, that's Doug Foster and his group. They come out. They support us. They have been with us now 14 or 15 years. And also they have their group, but they come out and they just support us wherever they're at or wherever we are. They're there to support us. So we really appreciate them. We already mentioned the Ancient City Hog Group. Want to give a big shout out to Home Depot. So
They are donating a pallet of water.
Okay.
And they're delivering it for us.
Oh,
That's awesome.
great.
So that is, I mean, it's always hot.
Mhm.
And we go through a pallet of water. And also Sunbelt Rentals, they are donating the tables, the folding tables, and the chairs that we'll use for our silent auction and for the bikers to have a place to sit and eat their lunch. And it's expanded so much that we've outgrown the parking lot and the apartment or the mall that was behind us, and we could use that parking lot. That's gone now. So we're having to park on the street. So they're also donating some cones, traffic cones
Excellent.
for us. And I mean, those guys have been, what do you need? They've just been great.
yeah, very
We've
good.
been very fortunate, very blessed with the good people that have come our way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the beauty of St. Augustine.
Yes.
I mean, our foundation started very slow and with Home Again, and you guys kind of sound like you took off right away. But they looked at each other when I said that. Like, that's not how it worked out at all, Troy. But
That's
It
a
may
lot of
look
years of
like
cookie
that,
sales.
but
you had me at cookies.
you know how a duck, it just looks like he's flying across the water.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
working
underneath is just,
yeah.
But it's not easy starting something like this. And you two ladies, I mean, you got to feel very proud of where you're at right now and the people you're helping. So we got about 10 minutes left. Is there anything that we left off that we need to get out about your organization? And we need to repeat how to follow you guys on Facebook. Because a lot of our people are watching us on Facebook or on
Right.
YouTube. I don't know if you have a YouTube channel.
Not yet.
How do they follow you on Facebook and we get your followers up so that we can spread the word faster?
Okay, our Facebook is for the Unity Pink Motorcycle Ride and Event. We say event because we have vendors and everything there. So,
silent auction. Let's not forget that.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And we can still take donations for the silent auction.
Okay.
And actually, they have until Monday if they would like to be a sponsor. So, for $250, you get your logo on the back of our T-shirt, which every biker gets a T-shirt. The biker and the passenger gets a T-shirt. And so our website, which we put our website on there for the Unity Outreach, staug.org. If they go to our website, it has everything broken down. So if you want to do sponsorship, if you want to participate in the ride, they can sign up online. That goes through PayPal. And then also we have for vendors and then volunteering also. And we also have the application if a woman is in need and needs to contact us. We do have an application for them to fill out.
Yep, that's right at the top of the website.
Yeah, I think
that
that's
is definitely
important.
linked in the comments, as well as the PayPal donation link is linked in the comments
Yes.
and the ride page.
Yes.
One other thing that I don't think we touched on is this year we will have a silent auction, and we always have some really good things. We are going to have bourbon baskets.
Urban
Okay.
Basket.
That
Oh.
some of it is
He's got that paper.
very.
No, you do right here.
This one?
That's it.
Up,
Yes.
Urban Basket.
Yeah.
I think you've got the breakdown.
Okay.
in your
And
pile.
there's some very special bourbons. There's 4 different baskets, and the tickets are $10 a piece. But there's some good stuff there. And
Got
so
Jack
even if you,
Daniel's single barrel rye and just single barrel Cohiba cigars, nice stuff.
You got
Yeah.
Blanton's
Colonel.
in there.
Colonel E.H. Taylor small batch.
Yeah, this one's one that caught my eye right away. It's the 2-horse race, which is about $300 value. It's 2 Blanton single barrel, 2 Blanton cigars, and a Harley Davidson whiskey glass set.
Yes.
All right, I'm a big Blanton's guy, so
How much just to hand him the basket?
yeah.
well,
That can be negotiated.
oh wait, no.
Well, I tell you what, you need go ahead and go online. There's a QR code. It has a list of what each basket is, and that way you can buy your ticket online. And again, this is we had a couple contact us. Tim,
Tim and
and Robin. And so she printed the flyer, did the QR code, got the tickets, did the baskets. I mean, they are ready to roll. And so they're usually at Adamak on Saturdays if you want to come out and actually physically look at them between 11 and 2. And you can purchase your ticket. But if not online, the day of the drawing will be October the 11th. So Troy, you better go ahead and get your ticket in there.
Well, unfortunately, that is my 40th high school reunion weekend, so I won't be there. But I'll tell you what I will do, because Citygate Spirits and St. Augustine Distillery, I'll donate 4 bottles from them. If you
Oh.
want to put together another basket,
Okay.
it might be too late for that, or you can put it.
Oh,
in,
honey,
put
it's
it,
never too
put it-
late to donate.
put it into the silent auction, and the 904 now will buy a boob for $250.
Hey!
So that's what I can do, because I can't make it to the event.
Okay.
So
But even if
next
you
year
want,
you just get stuck with me. I'm not donating. No.
but you don't have to be present to win
Yeah.
on that, do we?
But,
I don't know.
But really, do you really want to leave that bourbon sitting there?
Yeah.
Just saying.
I know. That's good stuff right there. So, but we're gonna go shopping right after this
Okay.
in Studio B for you guys to fill up a box.
Okay,
So,
that is awesome. Yes.
So hopefully, and thank you, St. Augustine Distillery and Citygate Spirits
Yeah.
for being my sponsor for so many years.
Oh, and that is
Yes.
a good place.
They are
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Very
So,
good.
But I might have some other items for you for the silent auction. I don't know what I have yet, but I collect things. So
Okay. That,
She picks up things, so
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
So you guys know where to find me now.
Beautiful relationship.
Yeah.
You know where to find me now.
Yeah.
So we're kind of at the end of the show. Aiden and I have to get over to our trivia show over at Amici's tonight. There are some open tables tonight.
Yeah.
Only 80 people have signed up so far. So
Everyone's still hung over
And
from
I got-
Sing Out Loud.
we got room for 110. So we got some space over
Yeah.
there tonight. So it's not a sold out crowd tonight. So.
Okay.
Aiden, we're not as popular as we once were. Aiden, are you still alive?
It's Blake.
Oh,
It's
I'm
the
alive.
drop
We're doing great back here.
All
He
right.
forgot to turn the volume up on his headset.
Thank you, ladies, so much for coming in.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you
want
very
you to have an amazing event. We're gonna go do shopping, and we're gonna keep in touch the week of the event. Peggy, you have my number.
Right.
If you would just text me and remind me, and we're gonna do it during our shout outs on the morning show,
Oh,
so that we
okay.
can get that
All
word
right.
out, and we'll probably slide it into. The good Troy, I think, will be okay with it. We'll slide it into his read.
Sounds good to me. Yeah. Well, but thank you, Troy and Amanda. Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
this has been great.
You're right. So hopefully you guys had a good time. Share
We
it,
had a blast.
share it to your friends and let them know that we're not horrible people here at the 904.
Oh no, we've actually started our database, for massive email and contacting our followers. So this will go out to all of them, whether they want it or not.
Yeah.
Glad to hear.
But Amanda and I will be
Yep.
back with you guys in the morning.
In the morning.
With the Stoidum.
The Stoidum, yes.
Stoidum show.
Stoidum
that-
will return.
show that's on in the morning. Yeah, we're not very creative. But thank you guys. Appreciate it. Support our sponsors.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.